Agents report that our insidious enemies have constructed a biotoxin factory. General, we request that you immediately deploy a commando team led by our fearless operative Black Lotus. Once the strike team locates the factory, the firestorm from our jet fighters will answer the GLA's futile threats.
This is MiG Leader. Target acquired. Target identified and in range. Prepare to fire on my command. My wingmen are destroyed! I can't find the target!
General, the GRA has a toxin facility inside China's borders. This facility must be destroyed before it becomes fully operational. If the facility is destroyed by conventional means, the toxin will spill into the Yangtze River, killing thousands. We must use the Firestrike weapon to burn any trace of the vile chemicals.
That's a lie, by the way.
There are stinger sites
Like,
defending the
at the
airspace
end of
around
the
us. You will
mission,
have to
we will
direct
see
our
that
forces team to take out those stinger
if
sites.
they destroy it with a fire strike, they will still totally get the whole toxin explosion as in the training video. Also, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but if you build a Red Guard, you actually get 2 units.
Oh.
And this is the one mission where I picked the ability that makes them start out as veterans.
Moving now, sir. Ready for order.
Tear through their armor.
But it still
It-
only takes 5 of them to get the team bonus.
We'll tear through their armor.
Yeah, it takes 5 to get the team bonus.
We'll tear through
Understood.
their armor. Tank hunter here.
Also, something I want to mention is with these stinger sites. If you attack them with infantry, like Red Guards, they will actually shoot down the guys manning the station. So you can actually neuter the thing.
Well, that's smart.
Enemy tanks out there. I'm carrying them.
Is that
Yeah, it's
only
kinda-
infantry that'll do that, or will like Gatling guns do that?
Gatling guns won't do it, but flame weapons will. So we actually see that at the end of this video. But if you have a flame tank attack a stinger site, he will produce
Tank hunter here.
like a little firestorm at the site, and it will kill
Understood.
the stinger guys.
Yes, sir.
Well, the stinger sites were always one of my little pet peeves with this game, because with the older CNCs, it was always like,
Moving now, sir.
yeah, this is some futuristic mod, I don't know what kind of rocket launcher, and it can do pretty much whatever, whereas with stinger sites I always thought, that's not realistic at all, they can't be used against tanks, and you can't fire them against ground targets, and even if you did, they would be ineffective, and yeah, it's kind of like this uncanny valley effect where the game is just realistic enough to where realism starts bothering me.
Right. It doesn't try to be sci-fi, so your suspension of disbelief is a lot lower.
Yeah. Also, something I want to point out is before we saw one of Black Lotus's abilities, and that is to capture a building from a distance. But Oil Tower will periodically provide us money. But it's not a particularly useful ability, I think. Like, you can do some gimmicky things in multiplayer and such, but maybe it's just me, I've never been able to use it effectively.
Well, it was a lot, and it's a lot faster than a normal capture. I think is the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's it. Like, the other abilities she has is, the game will actually inform us as it zooms into this terrible toxin truck, which we totally haven't seen in like mission 2.
Right.
While the tank hunters destroy it. General.
I like it zooms in the toxin truck like it's a boss battle or something.
Use Black Lotus to regain control.
Health bar appears.
And more.
You have to do a specific thing 3 times. Like you have to stun it with Black Lotus 3 times and then shoot it with a tank hunter.
Right.
And then it gets stunned. And
Need a transfer. Give me a second.
But yeah, I mean, Black Lotus is a super hacker. China
You should-
has this hacker theme to its faction.
yeah, she's such a good hacker that she can hack a fucking agricultural
Yeah.
vehicle.
Because we all know how much onboard CPU a tractor has.
Yeah.
Internet connected.
Hacks his local Wi-Fi, spams it with junk mail, a DDoS attack.
Right.
So one thing I want to point out about that particular encounter is that Black Lotus normally is cloaked, so normally units can't see her, but the Stinger sight will actually reveal her and shoot at her because it can detect hidden units. So just sending her in to disable the truck and then sending your guys in is actually a really bad idea. You want to send in first the meat shields and then Black Lotus.
Right. A little distraction for her. That was the thing. This game seems to take a lot more, to use cloak and detection a lot more than other CNC games did. I think,
Defenders of peace.
you know, Command and Conquer, at least the Tiberium series, has always had cloak in this form of your favorite stealth tank. But as far as detection, it didn't really have that much. Well, it did have a little in Tiberium Sun, but
Yeah, it really wasn't that fleshed out.
no.
Not as, or at least not as much as in this game. Also, you might notice that they just paradrop in a lot of units. It's kind of crazy. Like,
Yes, sir.
I maybe started out with like a third of these guys, and the rest just got paradropped in.
Yeah.
Need a transfer. I'll be in and out.
Oh, that wasn't even a GLA building you captured. It was just a Chinese
Yeah.
one that the GLA had.
Yeah, they captured it and we captured it back.
Oh.
So car bombs are annoying because your guys won't actually shoot them from maximum range. So by the time they actually try to attack them, they're probably too close already.
Is it clear?
Also, this toxin truck gets really confused because it's trying to attack my building, but it also wants to continue on its patrol path.
Rocket soldier.
Moving rocket launcher.
Doing its best.
Gatling tank. Ready for action.
Both of them.
I like the big targets. Keep the cylinder.
Yeah, well, this one comes to attack me, but he has a little roadside accident and doesn't survive.
Do they do a lot? Like, Toxin Trucks doesn't seem like it's doing a lot of damage to your building.
Yeah, they don't do anything to or they barely scratch vehicles and buildings.
Oh, there's a UN crate there up at the top left.
Yeah, those are basically the money crates of this game. Like in
Yeah.
previous CNC games, you sometimes had these little crates that you picked up. This time around, they're just marked with UN. And that's about it.
And a cute little snowman up next to it.
Let's get out there.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
That's right.
Need a bullet barrage? Of course. Tank division.
Now she has... Black Lotus has 3 abilities that we've... 2 of them we've seen already. The last one we haven't.
We will defend this territory.
Yeah, and truth be told, I forgot what it was.
I think it's it's got a dollar sign for the icon, so I think it's where she just
right.
idles and makes money for you.
No, that's the hacker.
Okay.
They actually paradropped one in the last wave. I'll show it off what he does later, but basically if Black Lotus hacks enemy supply center, she can steal money from it.
Oh, there we go.
It's like $2,000, and in multiplayer it would be pretty good, but like I said before, the AI in this game cheats and you can't starve it of money.
Right.
So it's pretty much just free $2,000 for you, but not much else.
You know,
Cripple their facility.
kind
Dude,
of.
this guy is the Chinese way of making infinite money.
Keep the cylinders
He has an ability where he can disable an enemy building, but nobody ever uses that because it's just fucking terrible and worthless, and the only thing people use him for is sending spam mails and making money off of it.
Gold farming in World of Warcraft. That's obviously what he's doing.
Move order confirmed.
I always like to think that he's sending Nigerian spam mails.
Serving China's needs.
Talking about how he's a prince from the People's Republic of China, and he has a big inheritance that he needs your help with to transfer.
Need a
Sounds
transfer.
legit.
Yeah, and I sent Black Lotus to pick up the UN crate because she's not gonna do anything else.
No. Do UN crates only have money in them, or do they have upgrades and stuff as well?
Only money.
That's boring.
Oil.
Yeah, the upgrades thing. The upgrades is a GLA only thing. Like, we'll get to all that stuff once we get to the GLA campaign, but yeah, that's
I like the big targets.
a GLA only thing.
Right.
Pressure level set.
So you get that slow $5 every
Yeah.
few seconds.
The interesting thing about that is they actually get experience from that, and if they send enough spam mails or farm enough gold, as the case might be, they will actually rank up and make more money. Because they'll have better botnets, I guess.
Yeah.
Tanks sealed. Release the flames.
I think it tops out at $10 if they get all the way up to elite.
Still, that's a pretty good turnaround. It's funny if you have like a field of those in your base just all doing their thing.
Yeah, and then somebody fires like a Scott Storm or something into it.
China needs us there.
What if-
The expansion, they actually added a building specifically for that purpose, so you can't just one-shot somebody's economy.
Right.
Here we go.
Storage tanks sealed.
What do they cost? The turnaround on the, like,
Gatling tank.
can't be that long. They can't cost more than, what, 300, 400?
I think that's something along those lines, like 500 or 750 or something.
Okay.
Of course.
Adjusting gas valves.
Also, we're gonna see a stellar example of VAI performance in this game.
Set them ablazing. Holding volatile.
You see, he drove into the range of these Stinger tanks, and
Release the flames.
I tried to get him back out,
Unit lost.
and then I wanted him to attack the RPG guys, and he just turned right around and drove God knows where. So yeah, that was a 2 Chevron flame tank, took out 1 RPG guy
Here. Pressure level set.
before dying.
Ignition.
Totally worth the money.
Oh, yeah. Poorly managed. He was.
So I kind of want to move my infantry up, but I don't want them to go near that tank, which is oozing out chemicals.
Yeah. Just kind of skirt around that thing.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, I really don't trust the pathfinding AI in this game.
Right away. Moving now, sir.
The civilian NPCs need something better to do.
Black napalm upgrade is complete.
Wander around that tree.
The people's army.
It's a holy tree. They
Apparently.
worship it.
Tank under here.
Dragon tank. Post them down. Release the flames.
There we go.
Set them
That's
ablazing.
doing a lot better.
Yeah, that's much better. I guess the other one was getting confused by the buildings. He was trying to shoot the buildings, and
Temperature stable. Set
it
them
just
ablazing.
didn't work that well.
He couldn't figure out which one he wanted to shoot first. He got overexcited.
Spin them up. Post them down.
Yeah, and here I remember I have this repair ability.
Let loose the juice.
Now, do the abilities in this game cost you money?
Also, no, they don't. They're 3 just on a cooldown.
Okay.
MiG leader, the window is open. Acquire target at grid 61319.
We have no enemy in this area. Adjust for bombing formation.
I am ready. I'm locked on target.
Target identified and in range. Prepare to fire on my command.
Fire.
Direct hit! Target has been destroyed. Return to base. Delivery is free for today only.